Come now and rest. There is a river waiting for you tonight, flowing quiet and slow through the gathering dusk. You need not row, you need not steer. The river knows where it is going, and the current will carry you gently, safely, toward the place where all rivers lead, toward the deep stillness where water meets sleep, where movement becomes rest. Let yourself settle now. Feel the weight of your body held and supported. Notice your breath, easy and natural, like water finding its way. There is nothing you must remember, nothing you must do. Tonight, you are released from all effort, all responsibility. Tonight, you are simply here, floating, drifting, held. This is a story about a river journey, though you need not travel. It is a story about letting go, about trusting the current, about surrendering to something larger than yourself. It is a story that will carry you gently toward the edges of sleep, where all stories dissolve into dreams, where words become water, where everything flows into peace. Let yourself listen, or let yourself drift. Both are the same here. The story begins at dusk, at the edge of a river, where a small boat waits. The traveler stands on a wooden dock that extends out over dark water. The dock is old and weathered, its planks worn smooth by years of footsteps, by rain and sun and the patient work of time. It creaks softly underfoot, a gentle sound, almost like a greeting, almost like a welcome. The river is wide here, stretching away on both sides into the dimming light. The water is dark, nearly black in the fading day, but it catches the last colors of the sky, holding them on its surface like a mirror, like a memory. There are streaks of deep blue and violet, touches of amber and rose, all flowing slowly, constantly changing, never still. At the end of the dock, tied with a simple rope, there is a boat. It is small and wooden, built for one person, with a single seat and 2 oars resting inside. The boat rocks gently with the movement of the water beneath it, a slow, rhythmic motion, back and forth, back and forth, like breathing, like a cradle, like the oldest comfort in the world. The traveler steps down into the boat. It shifts slightly, adjusting to the weight, settling deeper into the water. And then it steadies, holding firm, holding safe. The wood of the seat is smooth and warm, shaped by use, by other travelers who have sat here before, who have trusted this boat, who have let the river carry them. The traveler unties the rope from the dock. It falls away easily, slipping into the water with barely a sound. And just like that, the boat is free, It drifts away from the dock, slowly at first, barely moving, and then the current takes it, gentle but certain, and the boat begins to move downstream, away from the shore, out into the wider river, into the gathering night. The traveler does not row. There is no need. The current is enough. The river knows the way. The boat drifts, and the water flows, and the dock grows smaller behind them. And then it is gone, swallowed by distance and dimming light. And there is only the river and the boat and the soft sound of water moving, always moving, patient and endless. The sky above is deepening now, the light fading moment by moment. Blue giving way to deeper blue, to violet, to the first hint of true darkness. The first stars appear, faint and tentative, like shy guests arriving early to a gathering. They do not demand attention. They simply appear, one by one, taking their places in the vast sky, patient and eternal. The river flows smooth and steady. There are no rapids here, no rocks or obstacles. The water simply moves, carrying the boat along, supporting it, holding it up as easily as a parent holds a sleeping child. The boat rocks gently with the current, a soothing motion that asks nothing, that simply is, that continues without thought, without effort. The traveler sits in the center of the boat, hands resting on the worn wood of the sides. There is no need to hold tight. The boat is steady. The river is calm. Everything here is safe. Everything here is exactly as it should be. On both sides of the river, the land slopes gently down to the water's edge. There are trees there, tall and dark against the sky, their branches spreading wide, their leaves moving softly in the evening breeze. The trees are old, rooted deep, witnesses to countless sunsets, countless travelers passing on the river, countless seasons turning their slow wheel. They stand silent and peaceful, asking nothing, offering their quiet presence, their solid comfort. Between the trees, there are glimpses of open meadows, dark expanses of grass where wildflowers close their petals for the night, where insects sing their evening songs, where the earth breathes out the warmth of the day and prepares for the cool embrace of darkness. The air is soft now, neither warm nor cold, but perfectly balanced, carrying the scent of water and earth, of growing things, and the subtle perfume of flowers somewhere in the distance. It is the smell of evening in summer, of peace, of the world settling into rest after a long day's work. The traveler breathes deeply, and the scent fills the lungs. And with it comes a sense of release, of letting go. The day that has passed, with all its small concerns and worries, begins to fade, becoming less important, less real, until it is only a distant memory, something that happened to someone else, somewhere else, in a time that no longer matters. The boat drifts on, the river flows on, the sky darkens further and more stars appear, and the world grows quiet, settling into the deep peace of night. The river curves gently to the left, following the contours of the land. And as the boat rounds the bend, new sights unfold. There is a small island in the middle of the river, no larger than a house, covered in tall reeds and grasses that sway in the current like dancers, like prayers, like breaths. The boat passes close to the island, and the reeds whisper as it goes by, a soft rustling sound that seems almost like words, almost like a greeting, though what they say cannot quite be heard, cannot quite be understood. It does not matter. Their sound is beautiful on its own, without meaning, without translation. Among the reeds, small lights begin to appear. They are fireflies, or perhaps they are something else, some gentle magic of the river that has no name. The lights glow soft and golden, floating between the stems, rising and falling, blinking on and off, in no pattern, in no rhythm, each one following its own impulse, its own desire, creating together a constellation of small, moving stars at the water's edge. The traveler watches the lights as the boat glides past. They are mesmerizing in their simplicity, in their quiet beauty. There is something deeply peaceful about watching them, about following their random dance, about letting the mind rest in their gentle glow without trying to understand, without trying to make meaning, just watching, just being present. The island falls behind, and the river widens again, and the fireflies fade into the distance. And ahead, the water stretches smooth and dark, reflecting the growing number of stars above, so that it becomes difficult to tell where the sky ends and the river begins, as if the boat is floating through space itself, through a vast darkness filled with points of light, suspended between earth and heaven, belonging to both, held by both. The traveler trails fingers in the water. It is cool and silky, flowing past with gentle insistence, with patient power. The touch of the water is soothing, grounding, a reminder that this is real, that this moment exists, that everything is happening exactly as it should. Small ripples spread out from the trailing fingers, circles expanding across the dark surface, catching starlight, holding it for a moment, then releasing it as the ripples fade and the water becomes smooth again. Everything here moves in circles, in cycles, in the eternal pattern of flowing and returning, of beginning and ending that are the same thing, that are one thing, continuous and whole. The river narrows slightly, passing between two low hills that rise on either side. The hills are gentle slopes covered in dark grass and scattered trees, their shapes soft and rounded against the starry sky. They feel like guardians, like quiet watchers, like old friends standing vigil, ensuring safe passage, ensuring peace. As the boat enters this narrower section, the sound of the water changes. It becomes more present, more musical, a soft murmuring that fills the air, that wraps around the traveler like a blanket, like an embrace. It is the voice of the river speaking its ancient language, telling its endless story. The story of water flowing from high places to low, from mountains to sea, from sky to earth and back again. Forever, eternal, the oldest story there is. The traveler listens to the river's voice, and listening becomes a meditation, becomes a way of being present without effort, without thought. The mind grows quiet, matching the quietness of the night, of the water, of the gentle spaces between the stars. On the left bank, there is a willow tree, its long branches trailing in the water, creating a curtain of leaves that the boat must pass through. The branches brush against the sides of the boat, against the traveler's shoulders, soft as silk, cool as rain. And their touch is like a blessing, like a gift, like the gentle hand of the world saying, "You are welcome here. You belong here. All is well."
The boat emerges from the willow's curtain, and beyond, the river opens once more into a wider expanse. Here the water is so still, it seems almost solid, like dark glass, like a mirror laid flat beneath the stars. The reflection is perfect. Every star above has its twin below, and between them the boat floats, suspended, existing in both worlds at once, in the world of sky and the world of water, in the realm of light and the realm of darkness, in a space where all opposites meet and become one. The traveler leans back in the boat, looking up at the sky. The stars are countless now, more than could ever be named, more than could ever be known. They spread across the darkness in great rivers of light, in spirals and clusters, each one a sun burning far away, each one ancient, each one indifferent to human concerns, to human worries, to all the small anxieties that seem so large in daylight. Looking at the stars, the traveler feels the worries of the day growing smaller, shrinking, becoming less significant. What does it matter, any of it, beneath this vast sky? What does it matter in the face of this eternity? The stars have been shining for billions of years. They will continue shining long after this moment has passed, long after this night has faded into memory, long after everything has changed and changed again and returned to stillness. There is comfort in this vastness. There is peace in being small, in being insignificant, in being just one tiny part of something infinitely larger. The traveler breathes, and the breath feels like part of the breathing of the universe itself, part of the great inhalation and exhalation that moves through all things, that connects all things, that makes all things one. The boat drifts on, slow and steady, rocking gently with the rhythm of the water. Time seems to slow, to stretch, to become less important. There is only now, only this moment. Only the soft sound of water, the gentle rocking of the boat, the cool night air on the skin, the stars above and below, and the deep, deep peace that settles over everything like dew. Ahead, on the right bank, there is a soft glow. As the boat drifts closer, the source becomes visible. A small cottage set back from the water's edge, its windows lit with warm, golden light. Smoke rises from the chimney, thin and pale against the dark sky, and the scent of wood smoke drifts across the water, carrying with it a sense of home, of comfort, of safety. The cottage is small and simple, built of stone and wood, with a sloping roof and a small garden visible in the starlight. There are flowers in the garden, closed now for the night, and vegetables growing in neat rows, and a path of pale stones leading down to a small private dock where another boat is tied, resting, waiting. No one is visible outside the cottage, but through the windows the traveler can see the flicker of firelight, can imagine the warmth inside, the comfort of walls and roof, the peace of a place to rest after a day's work or a long journey. Someone lives there. Someone tends that garden, lights that fire, watches the river flow past evening after evening, year after year, finding comfort in its constancy, in its patient presence. The traveler's boat drifts past the cottage, and for a moment, the two worlds touch. The world of the river and the world of the land, the world of journeying and the world of home. Both are necessary. Both are beautiful. Both have their place in the great pattern of things. The cottage falls behind, its light growing smaller, dimmer, until it is just a pinpoint of gold in the darkness. And then it is gone, hidden by a bend in the river, by the distance, by the night. But its warmth remains, a memory, a comfort, a reminder that even in the vastness of the night, even on the endless river, there are places of rest, places of safety, places where travelers can pause and be held. The river flows on, and the boat flows with it, and the stars shine above, and everything is exactly as it should be. The sound of the water changes again. There is a new note in it now, a gentle splashing, a soft music, Ahead, the river passes over a series of small, smooth stones, creating the gentlest of rapids. Not dangerous, not rough, but just enough to add variation to the river's voice, to create a melody where before there was only a single sustained note. The boat enters the shallow rapids, and it lifts slightly with each small wave, rising and falling, rising and falling, like a horse moving at an easy trot, like a bird riding the wind, like anything that knows how to move with grace, with acceptance, with surrender to the forces that carry it. The traveler feels the motion in the body, in the stomach, in the chest. It is not uncomfortable. It is soothing, rhythmic, like being rocked by gentle hands, like being held by someone who knows exactly how to bring comfort, how to ease worry, how to invite rest. The rapids do not last long. After a few moments, the river deepens again, smooths again, returns to its steady flow. But the memory of the movement remains, a pleasant sensation, a small variation in the journey that makes the smoothness afterwards feel even more smooth, even more peaceful. The way silence after music can feel deeper than silence alone. The night is full dark now. The moon has not yet risen, and the stars are the only light, scattered across the sky in their ancient patterns. Some of the patterns have names, given by people long ago who looked up and saw pictures in the arrangement of lights, who told stories about bears and hunters, about queens and heroes, about all the ways humans have tried to make sense of the vastness above them. But the traveler does not think about the names or the stories. The traveler simply sees the stars as they are, points of light in darkness, beautiful in their simplicity, requiring no explanation, no interpretation, just acceptance, just presence, just the willingness to look and see and feel the wonder that needs no words. The river widens considerably now, becoming almost a small lake, the banks far away on either side, barely visible in the starlight. Here the water is so still that the boat seems not to move at all, though the stars reflected on the surface slide past slowly, proving that the current continues, that the journey continues, that everything flows on, whether it seems to or not. In the center of this wide, still section, the traveler lets the boat simply float. There is no need to steer, no need to do anything at all. The boat rests on the water, and the water holds the boat, and the stars shine above and below, and time becomes something different, something that doesn't pass so much as deepen, that doesn't move forward so much as expand outward in all directions at once.
The traveler lies down in the bottom of the boat. The wood is smooth and slightly warm, shaped to fit a body, curved like a cradle. The boat rocks gently, so gently it is almost imperceptible. Just the faintest motion, like breathing, like the heartbeat of the earth itself. From this position, lying down, looking up, the traveler can see only sky. The sides of the boat block out the banks, the land, everything except the vast darkness above with its scatter of stars. It is like floating in space itself, untethered, free, held only by gravity and water and the gentle laws that govern all things. The stars do not blink. They shine, steady and constant, and their light has traveled for years, for centuries, for millennia to reach this moment, to touch this eye, to be witnessed by this consciousness that lies in a boat on a dark river, on a small planet spinning through the vastness. The light that enters the traveler's eyes left its star before the traveler was born. Perhaps before anyone the traveler knows was born. Perhaps before the boat was built, or the river carved its channel through the land. Everything is connected across time and space. Everything touches everything else. The star's light and the traveler's sight, the water's flow and the earth's turning, the night's peace and the body's rest. It is all one thing, all part of the same great breathing, the same great dance, the same great story that has no beginning and no ending, that simply is, eternally present, eternally now. The traveler's breathing slows, deepens, matching the rhythm of the boat's gentle rocking. In and out, rise and fall. The boundaries between self and world grow softer, less distinct. Where does the traveler end and the boat begin? Where does the boat end and the water begin? Where does the water end and the night begin? It is all flowing together, all merging, all becoming one continuous presence, one unified field of being. A bird calls somewhere in the darkness. It is a night bird, perhaps an owl, its voice low and haunting, asking a question that echoes across the water, across the wide, still surface, carrying far in the quiet air. The call repeats, once, twice, and then falls silent, leaving only the memory of sound, the ghost of its presence hanging in the air like mist. The traveler does not move, does not respond. There is no need. The bird was not calling to the traveler. It was calling to the night itself, to the river, to whatever other birds might be listening in the darkness. It was simply expressing its presence, its existence, its small claim on this moment, on this place. And now, the silence after the call feels deeper, richer, more complete. The way darkness after a flash of light seems darker. The way rest after movement seems more restful. The silence is not empty. It is full of the potential for sound, full of the memory of sound, full of all the sounds that could be, but aren't. All the songs that could be sung, but aren't. All the words that could be spoken, but aren't. The boat continues its slow drift across the wide, still water. The traveler continues to lie in the bottom, looking up at the stars, breathing slowly, deeply, feeling the gentle rock of the boat, the cool night air on the face, the solid presence of the wood beneath the body, the soft sound of water lapping against the sides. A sound so gentle it is almost silence itself, almost peace made audible.
Eventually, slowly, the wide section narrows again. The banks draw closer. The trees return, tall shadows on either side. The river speeds up slightly, not much, just enough to be noticeable, enough to add a gentle forward pull to the boat's motion. A sense of going somewhere, of moving towards something, though what it is remains unknown and unimportant. The traveler sits up slowly, feeling the boat adjust to the shifting weight, feeling the body wake slightly from its deep rest. But it is not a full waking, not a return to alertness. It is just enough awareness to sit, to look around, to see what the river brings next. The trees here are different from before. They are older, larger, their trunks thick and gnarled, their branches spreading wide to form a canopy overhead that blocks out much of the starlight. The darkness beneath the trees is deeper, more complete, and the boat enters it like entering a tunnel, like passing through a doorway into another realm, another state of being. The darkness is not frightening. It is comforting, enveloping, like a soft blanket, like being held in the dark by someone trusted, someone safe. The traveler cannot see the banks anymore, cannot see much of anything except the faint gleam of water ahead and the darker shapes of trees on either side. In this darkness, the other senses grow stronger. The sound of water becomes more present, more distinct. The smell of earth and moss rises from the banks, rich and deep. The smell of growth and decay happening together. The smell of life in its fullness, in its completeness. The air is cooler here beneath the trees, and it carries moisture, a fine mist that settles on the skin like dew, like tiny kisses, like the breath of the forest itself, reaching out to touch the traveler, to acknowledge their presence, to welcome them into this shadowed realm. The boat moves steadily through the darkness, and the traveler trusts it, trusts the river, trusts that even in darkness, the way is clear, the path is safe, that the current knows where it is going, even when eyes cannot see. And then, gradually, the darkness begins to lift. Not because light returns, but because the eyes adjust, because perception shifts, because darkness reveals itself to be not one thing, but many things. Not emptiness, but fullness. Not absence, but presence of a different kind. Shapes become visible. The silhouettes of trees, the gleam of water, the outline of the boat itself. The traveler can see again, or perhaps has been seeing all along in a different way, with different eyes, with the vision that comes not from light, but from trust, from acceptance, from the willingness to be in darkness without fear. The canopy of trees opens above, and the stars are visible again, and their light feels like a gift, like a treasure that was always there, but is now appreciated more deeply, seen more clearly, loved more fully because of the darkness that came before. The river emerges from beneath the trees into an open meadow. The meadow stretches away on both sides, flat and peaceful, covered in tall grasses that glow silver in the starlight. The grasses sway gently in the night breeze, creating waves of motion, patterns of light and shadow that flow across the land like the river flows through it. Both moving, both alive, both part of the same great breathing. In the meadow, there are sounds. Crickets sing their endless song, a sound that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere, that fills the air so completely it becomes almost like silence, like the sound of silence itself, the sound of peace, the sound of a summer night in the countryside where time moves slowly and nothing urgent ever happens. Among the cricket song, there are occasional other sounds: the soft hoot of an owl, the rustle of some small creature moving through the grass, the distant bark of a fox calling to its mate. Each sound is distinct and yet part of the whole, part of the symphony of night, the great chorus of living things all expressing their presence, all claiming their small piece of existence, all together creating something larger than any single voice, something beautiful, something whole. The boat drifts through this soundscape, and the traveler listens, and listening becomes a form of meditation, a way of being present without thought, without analysis, just open, just receiving, just allowing the sounds to wash over and through, to fill the mind and then pass on, leaving no trace, requiring no response. The meadow gives way to cultivated fields. Here, the land has been shaped by human hands, divided into neat sections separated by low hedges and stone walls. There are wheat fields, perhaps, the grain ripe and ready for harvest, golden even in the darkness, heavy with seed. There are orchards of fruit trees, their branches bending under the weight of apples or pears. Dark, round shapes that hang like ornaments, like gifts, like the earth's offering to those who tend it. A farmhouse stands on a low hill overlooking the river, dark and quiet, everyone inside long since asleep. There is a barn beside it, larger than the house, and the faint smell of hay and animals drifts down to the river, carried on the breeze. A smell of work and life, of the daily rhythms of farming, of planting and harvesting, of caring for animals, of the endless cycle of seasons that governs life in the countryside. The traveler thinks of the people sleeping in that farmhouse. They have finished their day's work. They have eaten their evening meal. They have banked the fire and climbed the stairs to bed, their bodies tired in the good way that comes from physical labor, from meaningful work, from a day well spent. They sleep deeply, dreamlessly perhaps, their rest earned, their peace deserved. And the traveler, drifting past on the dark river, feels a kinship with them, feels part of the same world, the same rhythm, the same great pattern of work and rest, of day and night, of effort and release. We are all moving toward rest, the traveler thinks. We are all moving toward sleep, toward peace, toward the deep stillness that waits at the end of all journeys. The farmhouse falls behind. The fields give way to wilder land again, to forest and meadow, to the natural world that exists without human shaping, that follows its own laws, its own rhythms, that has been here longer than any farm, any road, any human presence, and will be here long after all of those things have returned to earth, to dust, to the elements from which they came. The river narrows slightly, and the current quickens, not much, just enough to be felt, enough to add urgency to the journey, though even that urgency is gentle, patient, in no hurry despite the increased speed. The river knows that all journeys end, that all water reaches the sea eventually, that there is no need to rush, that what will be in its own time, in its own way. The moon begins to rise. It appears first as a glow on the eastern horizon, a pale light that grows stronger moment by moment. And then the moon itself appears, large and round and golden, hanging just above the dark line of trees. So beautiful it almost hurts to look at it. So perfect it seems impossible, like something from a dream, like something that cannot exist in the ordinary world. But it does exist. The moon is real. The moon is rising. And as it rises, it grows smaller, brighter, changing from gold to silver, from warm to cool, climbing into the sky with the slow, inevitable motion of all celestial things, marking time, marking the passage of night, marking the journey of the earth through space. The moonlight transforms everything. What was dark becomes visible. What was mysterious becomes clear. The river shines like molten silver, like liquid light. The trees cast long shadows across the water. The banks become distinct, detailed, every stone and plant visible in the cool illumination. The traveler can see the boat now, see the grain of the wood, see the water drops on the sides, see their own hands resting on the gunwales, pale and still in the moonlight. It is strange to see so clearly after so long in darkness. It is like waking from a dream, though this too feels like a dream. This moonlit journey, this silver world, this moment suspended between sleep and waking, between night and day, between darkness and light. The boat continues downstream, and the moonlight continues to strengthen, and the world becomes a place of silver and shadow, of light and dark existing together, neither one dominant, neither one winning, both necessary, both beautiful, both part of the same whole. On the left bank, there is a grove of birch trees, their white bark glowing in the moonlight, their leaves rustling softly in the breeze. They look like ghosts, like spirits, like beings from another realm who have gathered here to watch the river, to witness the passage of travelers, to offer their silent blessing, their quiet presence. The traveler watches the birches as the boat glides past, and they seem to watch back, their branches moving gently, their leaves catching moonlight and releasing it, catching and releasing, like breathing, like the pulse of life itself made visible, made beautiful, made sacred by the simple act of being seen, of being witnessed, of being acknowledged. The river bends to the right, and beyond the bend the landscape opens into something new. The banks become lower, softer, covered in reeds and sedges that grow thick at the water's edge. The river widens again, becoming slow and lazy, barely moving, the current so gentle it is almost imperceptible.
This is a place of transitions, where the river begins to consider becoming something else, where fresh water thinks about meeting salt, where the journey that has been flowing steadily begins to slow, to spread out, to prepare for its ending, which is also a beginning, which is also a merging, which is also a return to the great source from which all water comes. The air smells different here. There is a hint of brine, a touch of sea, though the sea itself is not yet visible, not yet present. It is an anticipation, a promise, a whisper of what is coming, of where the river is leading, of the vast embrace that waits ahead. The boat floats slowly through this transitional space, and the traveler feels the transition happening inside as well, feels the boundaries of self becoming softer, less important, feels the separateness that defines waking consciousness beginning to dissolve, to merge with something larger, something that has no edges, no limits, no clear distinction between inside and outside, between self and world, between the traveler and the river, and the night and the moon, and the great flowing wholeness of everything. The reeds whisper in the breeze. The water moves slowly, slowly. The moon shines down, cool and constant. Everything is exactly as it should be. Everything is moving toward its natural end, toward its proper rest, toward the place where all journeys complete themselves and begin again. Endless, eternal, perfect. Among the reeds, there are small pools of still water, separated from the main current, calm and dark like mirrors. In these pools, the moon is reflected perfectly, a round disk of silver floating in darkness. And around it, the stars are reflected too. And looking at these pools is like looking into other worlds, into places that exist parallel to this one.
into dimensions that touch this reality but do not quite overlap with it. The traveler watches these pools pass by, one after another, each one holding the same moon, the same stars, yet each one unique. Each one its own small universe, complete and perfect and separate. And yet, all of them are connected by the water that surrounds them, by the river that flows past them, by the earth that holds them, by the sky that covers them. Everything is both separate and connected. Everything is both individual and part of the whole. The traveler is separate in this boat, on this river, in this moment. And the traveler is also part of everything, connected to everything, flowing with everything, breathing with everything, being with everything. The distinction doesn't matter anymore. Or perhaps it has never mattered. Perhaps it is only the waking mind that insists on separation, on boundaries, on the clear lines between this and that, between me and you, between self and world. Perhaps the sleeping mind knows better. Perhaps the dreaming consciousness understands what the waking mind forgets, that it is all one thing, always has been, always will be. The boat drifts on, the reeds whisper, the moon shines. The traveler's eyes grow heavy, closing halfway, seeing the world through lowered lids, seeing everything as if through water, as if through mist, as if through the veil that separates waking from sleeping, that separates conscious from unconscious, that separates day from night. The river widens further still, and ahead there is a different quality to the darkness. It is not the darkness of land and trees, but something else, something vast, something open. The traveler cannot see it yet, but can feel it, can sense it the way animals sense approaching weather, the way birds know when to migrate, the way all living things know things that cannot be explained, that can only be felt, that can only be trusted. The boat emerges from the reeds, and there it is, the sea, vast and dark and infinite, stretching away to the horizon where it meets the sky in a line so perfect it seems drawn by an artist's hand. So straight, it seems impossible in nature. Yet there it is, real and true, and exactly as it should be. The river spreads out as it meets the sea, losing its identity, dissolving into the greater water, becoming part of something so much larger than itself that it ceases to be a river at all and becomes simply water. Simply the sea, simply part of the great oneness that covers most of the earth, that connects all lands, that holds all the waters of the world in its vast embrace. The boat continues forward, out of the river's mouth, into the calm shallows, where fresh water and salt water mix, where the two become one, where boundaries dissolve. The motion of the boat changes. It no longer moves forward in a straight line, but begins to rock gently from side to side as well, responding to the different motion of the sea, to the swells that come from far away, from storms and winds and the pull of the moon, all traveling across the water to reach this place, this moment, this boat. The traveler lies down again in the bottom of the boat, feeling the new motion, feeling the gentle rock and sway, feeling like a child being rocked to sleep, like a baby in its mother's arms, like anyone who has ever been held, ever been comforted, ever been told that all is well, that there is nothing to fear, that sleep is safe, that rest is welcome, that letting go is not falling, but being caught, being held, being loved. The moon is high overhead now, at its zenith, shining down with its full strength, turning the sea into a field of silver, into a plain of light, into something that exists between liquid and solid, between water and sky, between the earth and the heavens. The boat rocks gently, steadily, and the traveler's breathing slows to match the rhythm, in and out, rise and fall, like the tide, like the waves, like the eternal motion of the sea that has been moving this way since before there were humans to see it, since before there was anything on earth but water and stone, and the slow, patient work of time shaping everything, creating everything, bringing everything into being through the simple act of continuing, of persisting, of being. The traveler's eyes close fully now. The moonlight is still visible through closed lids, a soft glow, a gentle presence, but it is distant now, far away, less important than the darkness inside, than the deep rest that is calling, than the sleep that is waiting, patient and kind, ready to receive, ready to embrace, ready to hold. The sound of the sea is like breathing, like a great being breathing, in and out, the waves coming and going, rising and falling, a rhythm that is older than time, older than thought, older than everything except existence itself. The traveler is sinking now, sinking down through layers of consciousness, down through the waking world into the world of dreams, into the world of sleep, into the deep place where there are no thoughts, no worries, no concerns, where there is only rest, only peace, only the great darkness that holds everything, that contains everything, that is everything. The boat rocks, the sea breathes, the moon shines, and the traveler sleeps, or is sleeping, or has always been sleeping, or has never been awake, or is somewhere between all of these things, in the place where all distinctions dissolve, where all boundaries fade, where everything merges into one great flowing wholeness that has no name, that needs no name, that simply is. So deep now, so peaceful, so quiet. The boat is just motion. The sea is just sound. The moon is just light. Everything is just being, just existing, just present in the eternal now that contains all moments, all times, all possibilities. No more river, no more journey, no more traveler. Just this rocking, this breathing, this gentle dissolving into rest. The waves come and go, come and go, come and go. Each one the same as the last, each one different from the last, each one perfect, each one exactly as it should be. The traveler breathes with the waves, breathes with the sea, breathes with the moon and the stars and the earth turning slowly beneath, carrying everything, holding everything, being everything. There is no separation anymore, no inside or outside, no self or world. Just this, just being, just peace. The moon shines on the water, on the boat, on the sleeping traveler, on the sea that stretches away forever, that has no end, that is both water and not water, both reality and dream, both something and nothing, both everything and the void from which everything comes and to which everything returns. So soft now, so gentle, so far away. Even the rocking is fading, even the breathing is fading, even the moonlight is fading, not going away, but becoming part of the darkness, becoming part of the sleep, becoming part of the deep rest that knows no boundaries, that has no limits, that simply is, eternal and complete. The traveler is dissolving into sleep now, becoming sleep, merging with sleep, letting go of everything that makes a traveler separate from the traveled, everything that makes a sleeper separate from sleep, everything that makes anything separate from anything else. There is only the soft, the quiet, the deep, the peace, the rest, just the gentle rocking now, just the soft darkness, just the endless peace, breathing slower, slower still, each breath deeper, quieter, softer than the last. The sea holds the boat holds the traveler, the darkness holds everything, and everything is held, everything is safe, everything is exactly as it should be. Sleep now, deep sleep, peaceful sleep, sleep that has no dreams, or sleep that is all dreams, or sleep that is something beyond dreams, something deeper, something truer, something that words cannot reach, that thoughts cannot touch, that exists before language, before consciousness, before everything. Just the rocking, just the breathing, just the peace. So soft, so gentle, so deep, so rest now, just rest, sleep. The boat rocks gently on the dark water. The moon shines down. The sea breathes in and out, and all is well. All is peace. All is rest.